everybody. My name is Jessica Holyfield, and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at G-Dragon's track entitled Power. I am so excited to look at this. We have a music video and a performance version to watch, which makes me so happy. This is not something old. This is new. I cannot wait to dive in. If you are a Gen 2 fan like I am, we can all rejoice. Not only did we get 21 in their world tour, we also get G-Dragon getting to represent his own stage name, having ownership of it, being able to release things on his terms. I am just so excited to just celebrate this with y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, come on. Come on. That's right, you better pop off. We got Coup d'etat coming in the back over there. He got the goat, come on. Straight flush. Yeah. That reminds me of da na 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 na. Crooked, right? Crooked. I love we got the red all over. Breaking news. Bang. Yeah. Hate it, love you, yep. So fun. I look like I can hang out with the group. Come on now. Yeah. High, I'm so high, up in the sky. Ugh, so good. Two animals in the music video were filmed with love and care under strict animal welfare guidelines and expert supervision. So some of it reminded me of Coup d'etat, some of it reminded me of Crooked, of what is it? Who You? There's Heartbreaker. I mean, golly. I mean, I feel like. Now, when it comes to the chorus, I mean, I can kind of give or take, leave it, it's whatever. But just the sheer rawness of the fact that we even get to have something like this is just incredible. He has a goat in it. I mean, for me, he's one of the greatest in the K-pop sense for sure. Highly respected as well. We have Crayon reference too. We have Michiko. Like, I see so much, like anything that we see here could placate to an Easter egg in my humble opinion, which can be very overwhelming, but also in like a really great way, but also in a, oh man, I feel like I can't truly appreciate this nearly as much as I could. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel. So I love it. He says, you know what? Shush all the comments, ripples. A limited edition of the second generation. At least he knows. Goodness gracious. It's so good. And then I also know there was one other aspect of this. It was, I think, talking about breaking news. Like, this reminded me of da-na-na-na, Crooked. And I will also say this. He said, he also referenced Sisamulhandu, like talking about Run the World, like that track. Love that track. And this part right here, I did hear from someone on Threads that those glasses, breaking news, that was referencing when he was in front of the press for I think it was like for drug use or something along those lines, that was a whole thing, because we know Korea takes that kind of stuff very, very seriously. Who Run the World? That reminds me of that track, and then if you've watched the Icon Win of how they made Winner, right, that survival show with YG, they use that song as the theme, which is why I watched it, was because of G-Dragon's track. And if you're a second gen like me, you know we didn't have streaming services like what we have nowadays. You would buy the song. So I have bought a lot of G-Dragon songs, and they are permanently on my iTunes, which I have zero qualms about. But I'm excited to look at the performance version here. We already have a couple people that we have seen before. Yes, that reminds me, it's when he would do stuff with Top. They would do stuff like that. Just peeing on things. Oh, it was their most recent album, but it's still almost like 10 years old, though. Yeah. Those shoes, man. I love the vibe of this. Dragonfly. He's just vibing out. Oh, come on. Straight Flush. Big Bang's fandom name is called the VIPs. Love it. Yes. Get the dancers involved. I'm ready. Oh my gosh. I'm fitting with the dancers today. Oh, I feel extra cool today. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if we totally just didn't care that we saw our guy with the camera. Yes! That's literally like the shortest thing ever. Oh man. Yo. Come on. Such a vibe. Like honestly, in my humble opinion, there's really only about 4-8 counts that we could potentially talk about, right? And this felt shorter. But, you know, not a ton, but it's still pretty short. But anyway, the only section that we can talk about from a choreographic standpoint is this mess right here. Part of me I am in the outfit that they are wearing right now, so I am so tempted to go learn this and just attach it at the end of the video. You'll find out. Oh my god. Oh, side note too, if you didn't know, VIPs, well, not the fans, but Big Bang was the first group to have a light stick. So I think that is true. And because that used to not be a thing, it was balloons and different things like that. But like, I'm telling you guys, when I say that Big Bang, I mean, of course, we eliminate certain people for sure from that conversation. Big Bang was such an anomaly for who they were, right? And the kind of music they made and stuff. So like the fact that some people may be like, G-Dragon's overhyped. Oh no. We have somebody who is a heavy hitter in the game. He's just made his return like nothing happened. Like that is so impressive to me, honestly. And it just makes I don't know if I'm okay, because as somebody who came back into the K-pop scene, probably, I mean, it's been a little over a year now since 2NE1 disbanded was a reason why I left. Because they were one of my only groups I enjoyed, and Big Bang wasn't really active or anything like that, and then the Burning Sun scandal happened. You guys know what I mean, right? But I think it's so timely how I'm in the position that I'm in now, where I'm able to really see the trends of a lot of the generations through analysis of dance, and then being able to kind of revisit with new material with some groups that I grew up listening to is just so humbling to me. And I love the fact that I get to look at this and be like, wow, G-Dragon is killing it. You know, I want that hoodie too. Golly, this is so fun. Okay. Yeah. And I like just the subtlety, moving it over. I like the little reset, taking it a little snake to the front. Yeah, all this is just you're creating a nice little strongman power. The power. It's cool. And they end up syncopating it. The power. The power. Yeah. And they all go and they just do a direction change. They throw. I like the throw. Hit, throw. It's so simple, but it's such a freaking vibe. And I bet it's such a dope gig, honestly. Yeah, if I was asked, I'd say yes, absolutely. Like the punch was nice there. Then we just have a little dig with a little body roll to the arm swing is nice. Having it across the forehead is really dope. And then having G-Dragon join in on that's really, really fun. And then proving them wrong, I got all the receipts. And then I like the little dig right there on the hips is really nice. And then we got the hinge with a little pickup on the back is really nice. And then we do a little throw on the end of that. Da 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 da. The pull through is really nice. And then we have everybody switch up. I love just the fullness on that. It ties it to the parking garage very well. Yeah, and also we need to realize if I feel I'm not really like I don't feel old, but I really like the fact that I have like lived experience in some of these cases when we're talking about artists like G-Dragon. He like Big Bang was not known for dance. Gen 2 is not known for dance. Like some, yeah, but like not like Shiny was a trendsetter of dance practices, right? Big Bang was trendsetter in just how structure of how you rap. Like when it comes to G-Young, like G-Dragon and Top, like it's so fascinating to talk about now because it's been so long, like well over like 10, almost 15 years, right? Where these conversations had happened where there's a huge stigma of like, oh, idols can't rap. G-Dragon was like, oh, hold my drink. Like, he was one of those that kind of pushed that countercultural perspective that was being fed to people about, oh, he's not from the underground, you know, like, he's an idol rapper. Like, he was like, suck it, in, like, the best way possible. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my God. It's just so, I can't, man, this is so fun. And so for me, seeing how they structure the choreo, bringing it out with a little snap to the side is really nice. It's very fitting for G-Dragon. It doesn't need to be overly complex because that's not that to me doesn't feel as genuine to him. If they were doing this overly like wild crew choreo based stuff, now they could have probably still pulled it, but as like a environmental factor, but having G-Dragon in it, nah, this feels so fitting, honestly. Yeah, so just repeating it is nice. I like the little taps on that's really nice, and they all frolic away, and it doesn't bother me that we see our camera guy on it, Australia, because it kind of ties into the whole set build that they did in the music video, right? So then if we go pan it to the garage, come on, like, that's wild. The subtlety on that's really nice. We're just brushing it away. He does just a little crossover to help reset on the sides, really nice. The sliding's really nice with the head. Party in me. No, all the receipts. Power, the power. This does make me feel just very nostalgic, honestly. And they're all frozen. I like having it more popcorn, meaning that it's very sporadic, right? If you ever pop popcorn, it doesn't go from like front to back on the pops. It's just randomized. I liked that kind of perspective where you have half of them come up, but we weren't quite aware of the order, which is really cool. And go in. I like that his is red and everybody else, they just do a little dig and a dig. That's fun. We're here for it. I love it. It's just, it is delightful that I'm in the position that I'm in, that we can truly celebrate this for what it is. Like, freaking wild. Now, there is a little segment that we could talk through. They're on the subway. There's a couple people that we do know, some guys from YGX on here. Got Mana Queen repping. Yeah, so everyone's doing power, the power, power, and just a lot of like rigid, rebounded based grooves. I like that with the rolls, and then that ties into a lot of what we kind of saw in the unison in the performance version, right? Yeah, come on, Miss Ma'am. Yeah, it feels like we got. Yeah, we got a couple people that we know in here. I think it was one of my guys from YGX is in here. We got Miss Mana Queen right here. Red Elite is nice. Gonna be me, gonna my wrong, got all the receipts. Yeah, so there's I mean, you could freaking pull a Dougie on that, which is nice. Yeah, all this right here. That's all. That's just a freaking vibe. Gosh, filthy, filthy, filthy. This just makes me so freaking happy. I know that this was probably more of like a reaction, subtle commentary, not really an analysis as much, mostly just somebody that lived in the Gen 2 era, right in the thick of it, and being able to see somebody as prominent as G-Dragon coming back in, all guns blazing, doing what he wants to do the way he wants to do it. It's just nothing short of a delight to be able to celebrate that with y'all. There will probably be more G-Dragon in the mix right here. I mean, this just makes me feel so nostalgic to his whole eras, like with Coup d'etat and with Heartbreaker and with One of a Kind. Oh my god, how in the world did I forget One of a Kind? I'm so sorry. Yeah, just being able to just go through the different eras of this man's work is just, that would just be super fun for me. So y'all let me know if that's something that would interest you at all. I may go Patreon first, but Lord have mercy, I am a fan of this man, and I am so happy that he is back. Thank you guys for watching.